So, up high in the trough, well, the Forest of Bowland, and here we can see Yorkshire Dales up that way, and I'm just heading to a nice place, which I'll tell you about when I get there. But it's really nice if you can hear me, a bit windy. It's taking a bit to get back out again, I won't lie to you. It's had a bit of downtime and took my time to recover really. So it's Bowland Knots where I am, and probably just going to go up and do the hill actually, go up to Bowland and Knots itself, the little climb which is down here. As you can see, it's really beautiful, really nice. I'm quite surprised. It's the first time I've been up this way. Well, this end anyway, because this is the far end of it. I've done the ridge across there, but I've not done this bit. I'm just hoping it's picking up right good, because the wind is pretty strong up here, so definitely yeah, pretty good day for it. But it is dry and all's good in the world, well I hope, and I hope this path leads me. Well actually yeah, I can see it, so it's not going to be a long walk. I'm just going to stretch the legs, get a bit of air circulating, and taking these epic views. I really hope that the camera's picking up the views like I am, and the cloud formation. It is really looking really stunning. Anyway, I will catch you in a bit. So Bowland Knots Pass, so that's where I am, in the Forest of Bowland, right up in Lancashire, just on the border, like really the Yorkshire Dales. Yeah, I've been feeling a bit flat really this week. Past couple of weeks I did the lakes and that, and I've done so much this year. It was nice just to, you know, take the pressure a bit off. Sometimes, you know, you feel like a bit like you're having to get out, and it was nice just to say, well no, I don't have to get out, I can just chill for a bit and just take a bit of time to come, you know, and then just come back out again when I'm ready. And that's been quite nice to do that this time. Plus the weather's fluctuated again, it's gone a bit up and down, but it's always nice to get back out. Really, when you push yourself out and stuff like that, it's a lot better to make that push and get yourself out. It's just getting yourself out, innit? It's nice being able to do it on my terms. So that's where I've just come from, that way. It's a really nice rolling path, this. Bit strange, like I say, the path went one way that way and then disappeared. Then I found this path, and this path seems to have worked quite good. But yeah, it's been a bit strange, bit flat, but this is life, innit? You've got to take your lows with the highs, and I'm more used to doing that. I'm more acute to doing that, so it's just learn that it's normal just to have that bit of downtime as well, and that, you know, that's why you can really appreciate the getting out and enjoying yourself and taking in these epic views. I mean, that is something else in that short distance of time. There's Pender Hill there. It's Pender Hill. And over there, Inkborough, where I were 2 weeks ago, doing the 3 Peaks challenge, which I will go back and do again at some day this year. Try and get back round again when I can get motivated. This is nice, isn't it? Look at this. I think the path goes up that way, and yeah, it's definitely a good end, because sometimes when you go in the Forest of Bowland, it's a bit boggy. It's a bit boggy on your old feet. Some mountain bikers there just going down the road. That's pretty cool. It's not badly silent as well. Really wanted to hit the lakes today. I did a big video for the lakes last week, but the GoPro crashed and I lost all my data on it. So that's what I mean. You put a lot of time into doing these videos, making them up, and then you lose them. It's a bit of a kick in the balls, and it's a bit of a problem really. But all's good, we're back out again, and it's a shame because that video I went up to Great Gable again. I did Great Gable, Green Gable, Base Brown, and the weather was stunning. It was magical. I could see over to Ireland, I could see the Isle of Man. Oh, it was absolutely spot on. It's such a shame that you guys missed it, because I think you'd have really enjoyed that video. Maybe not me going on about stuff, but you know, just thinking getting out of the car then. The only thing I miss about youth is that flexibility. God, it's like trying to move a corpse, trying to get out of the car and put your shoes on nowadays. Everything's stiffening up against my will. It's like, what is this about? You know, we've got areas hanging down lower than they should do, and it's a mammoth effort now to get fit. It takes such amount of hard work to get, you know, my weight off and just get fit again. If only we knew what we knew now when we were younger. We'd be lethal, we really would. Anyway, I'm going to crack on up here. There's a drake, I can see the drake. It's really windy up here, really exposed. I won't like to come here in winter. Definitely be a chilly one. But the Forest of Bowland I've done quite a lot, and when I was younger and I used to train to be a road racing cyclist, I wanted to race in the Tour de France and other things. This is an area I used to come and train all the time on a road bike, and I suppose that's why I like hiking as well, because with the cycling and that, you've got to be really disciplined and you can't take time off. But with this, it's at my own pace and I really enjoy that. Yeah, it's still hard, and like I say, I went and did the Yorkshire 3 Peaks, and you can really have a good old challenge on your hand, but then you can come out like today and just bring the GoPro with me and have a bit of downtime and take in this view and get the air in. And I do think that, you know, this is what I probably needed, and I've been like loitering. I've been watching the Le Tour and that, and I've been enjoying Vive Le Tour, Vive Le Tour. I've been enjoying it. It's been a wicked race, but it's definitely nice to come back out, and I'm hoping you can hear me when you're enjoying these views and I'm not talking too much. It's definitely good to come back out and clear the mind and clear the thought process of, you know, just life, innit? It's forever changing. And on the downside, there has been a couple of people what I worked with and knew, and they have passed away in the last month. That's a constant reminder of our journey's short and we're not here for a long time. This is quite a sweet trig, isn't it? Yeah. Look at this. Oh wow. So this is apparently a really good spot to come, and if you wanted to get sunsets and sunrises, this is a good place to take it in apparently. This is really good, and I can see why. I really can. So nice view. So I've done Bowland knots, there's the trig, and I'm going to try, damn, that looks like a lot of rain heading my way. I'm going to try and get to Raven Castle and then touch Raven Castle, and head back on the path back to the car. And yeah, going back to that, if you can hear me and that, yeah, losing, definitely a couple of weeks back, losing that person what I worked with quite a long time ago. Such a lovely woman, and it just it's just the passing of time, innit? And it's really does touch you though. I mean, it was great that we got to share that opportunity of life together, and we worked together, and I were lucky enough to see her probably about 2 weeks before she died, and that was really nice. But yeah, it's sad. It never gets any easier, even when you get older. You just accept it is what it is, and it's why you have to get out and do stuff like this, really, and be present in your time and your life, because it's all running out, I'm afraid. And there would have been a time when you're carefree when you're a teenager to being carefree when you're in your 20s and 30s. But as you get older, you do start to realise that the field is spinning and nothing's given. And just to be able to do this, I'm very lucky. I mean, I always think that, I'm always present, and it's definitely one you should always be mindful of. Whew, I hope I get here quick. I'm looking forward to that rain coming. Anyway, catch you in a bit. So that must be Raven's Castle. The ground got really boggy there. That's the problem, you see. I like it up here, but unlike the lakes have got a lot of paths on them and stuff like that, and the paths are very rocky. Here you get a lot of barren, like moorland, exposed moorland for quite a long time. So if you think about it, we was right over there at that trig, right over there. We've come through all this moorland here to get to Raven's Castle. Now I've seen a loop, and I might do that, so it takes me over there to another climb, and then we pick up a road and come back round, and then we'll end up back at the car there. So I'm probably gonna do that rather than just go back that way of Bogland. But we'll see. It's looking nice anyway. We've had a bit of showers, nothing major. It's definitely been a lot better day than what they said it was, and it gives such fantastic clouds. I love this, you know, the backdrop of the clouds and everything just make the hills look so much more epic. It really is a grand day to be alive. And so anyway, I'm going to have to head this way quickly, get some stomping and get back to the car. So I do think I'm going to go this way, because like I said, this is what you're dealing with. You know, it's very saturated floor, which is alright. I'm not right bothered, because these shoes are dead anyway. These have done me proud. My Old Trail Olympus, they have took some beating. I did the Rosedale Way in these bad boys. I've done epic, quite a lot of miles in them now, and they are perishing quite goodly. So, but I've still got my Lone Peaks at home. Like I say, if you want a good trail shoe, Old Trails, they're very, yeah, they are very good at Old Trail. Ultra, Lone Peaks, Olympus, any one of them, you're in for a bit of a gem of a shoe, really. Oh, that's where I were a couple of weeks back, I think. I were on that ridge over there. I think that's the Queen's Chair and things like that are over that way. And then looking back to Ingborough. And you never know, we might be able to see the Lake District, and you know what? We can see the lakes. Well, I can. You won't be able to see it in this camera, but I can definitely definitely see the lakes there. So that's good for me, that's great. Of course, the 3 peaks which I constantly go on about, they're epic. If you haven't been up them, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Get your ass up them, man, what's wrong with you? Get up them, take the view in, it's all good. It's better to be here than down there in that, innit? Let's get on it. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling and do this loop. I'll pick you up in a bit. Wow. So this bit has been literally like walking on a giant sponge. It really has. I've come all the way from here down this path now. Yeah, down this path, and this bit is just been like walking on a sponge. It is saturated. It's not been pleasant, I won't lie to you. I'm not going to say it's been mint. It's been really, yeah, saturated. Nice wet footies. But going back to the hiking and that, you know, this one was totally spontaneous, and sometimes the spontaneous ones are the best, because just get out. The thing I love about this is, like, when I used to do like the training for the cycling and that, it was so, I had to go out. There were no question about it. You had to go out, you had to do 3-4 hours on a bike. You couldn't lay off. Whereas this, basically, if I'm not doing a through hike and I'm just keeping the muscles ticking over, whatever, you can just go out and do whatever you want, really. I mean, it's like today, you've got a spare hour, just get out, just go out. It doesn't matter about the mileage, doesn't matter at all. All it matters about is just getting out, getting your heart pumping, just moving, getting a bit of space inside your head. I mean, that's one thing what I always find. If I don't go out hiking, I do suffer with constant, like, overthinking process. My headspace isn't very the best. It's a bit like this path here where sometimes my head, oh shit, an adder, a fucking adder. Now you could say I manifested that. Wow, I was really not prepared for that. That was quite, yeah. You know what, up there I was thinking about it. I've never seen an adder. I always come on these paths, but I've never seen an adder. I've never come across one. Boom, one right in front of me. Now let's get round this part without getting flipping attacked off a stinky snake. They're not that big, are they though? But apparently the bike can be still pretty nasty. This path really is a bit of a stench pad. That was great, as if I got that on the GoPro. Min, I hope that got it. That was acing, that adder. Did you hear it hissing? Wow, see, if I'd have been sat on the couch, I'd have never really have come across a snake. Well, it's a refreshing change. I've dealt with tons of human snakes. It's so nice to actually see a proper snake. That was, yeah, wow, that was pretty cool, that, wasn't it? I'm quite impressed with that. Right on the path as well. Did you hear it hissing? Jeez, that was hissing bad. Wow, what were I talking about? Getting out, yeah, get out, see a snake, yeah. Feel like I'm in Africa now. Feel like I'm somewhere where there's loads of snakes. Just a zoo maybe for me. But yeah, that was good. I just hope it come out on this camera as good as what it did when I just like nearly landed on it. Flipping heck. Right, I shall see you in a bit when I've got through this horrible sponge. See you later. So I finally got off that bit, and I hope it stopped echoing. I do apologise for the echoing when I seen the adder and stuff like that. The echoing, I think it's because of the wind. I need to get a different microphone, but it works when you're out of the wind, so I'm not really that bothered. It's just about putting up with the fact that it goes a bit like that. Oh, motorbike coming. This road section's a bit long, but I'm going to call this loop the Raven Castle loop, I think. Let's get this motorbike coming past. Yeah, nice. Oh, a couple of motorbikes. How nice. It's definitely a nice day to be out on the bike though. Might as well. go. Yep. Should have jumped on the back of one. Hopefully this isn't too echoey, but you can never tell until you download it onto the app, and then you can play it back, and then you think, damn, it sounds like I'm underwater and in a cave all at once at the same time. But that was great, that. I've never... Just the adder just being there were worth it. So yeah, Raven Castle Loop I'm going to class this at. So I'm going to walk down here. There's a little path that will take to the left, and we'll hit that. And then that will take us back round to the car and jump in the car and hit the road. Nice loop though. Definitely a spontaneous one. I quite like the spontaneous. As you can see, it's where we were. All along that top we've come, and then we're down through this valley. And I did walk round that reservoir a few weeks back and got absolutely drenched. That was quite nice, and you couldn't see Pendle Hill from there. It's quite nice looking over and seeing that Pendle Hill was just there in the distance. So yeah, pretty good. But apart from that, not a bad way to spend a Sunday, is it? Really ain't. I think we've really, like you say, hit a lucky day. Definitely with the weather and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm not going to go on too much because I do want to finish this video, and I think I might have gone on a tad a bit much on this video, which I didn't want to, but you know. But anyway, we're living our best lives and we're all happy. Let's crack on and let's get this one boxed off. Thanks, bye. So Cross or Greet Bridge, that's where we are. Hello, woolly-backs, or not so woolly-backs. Really nice here. Luckily the road section's finishing now, and we're heading back. I think that's where we were before, at Knott's Trig up there. That were the Trig what we touched. And we're heading off here now, and we're going to go left along this river. Yeah, we've got a couple of crowds coming in here now. Yeah, I'm glad that road section's finished though. We're heading in the right direction anyway now. We're going to go off to the left and then work our way back up to that section up there. Just quite a way off really. It took me quite far out to come back round, but we're going to see. Just hope that the path's not just absolute joke shop of a path. Let's hope not. Anyway, catch you in a bit. Ah, mad. So that's where we come from, that wooded area. We've come along this path. This path would be mint if it was used, but unfortunately it's a slightly graded less footpath. So the problem with these ones is like they're like 0 point summit. There's a dead sheep there, very nice. They're very 0 summit, and they're heavily overgrown. You spend a lot of time just constantly trying to find your path back onto it, which is, it's a shame because it really is a nice path. It's all right, you know. I think it's probably not used as much around here because you can't get onto the river because the water is blocked off by a fence. Now, I did just see where we were going. As I've just proven here, the path is taking me here. The track I need looks like it's over there, and that's going to take me back to the car. So hopefully, we'll see. Hopefully somewhere along here there's a nice gate, and it will take me nicely to where I'm going. There's a view gate. Oh, hello. This is the track. That's nice. That is nice. Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah, look, even the sheep celebrating getting on this. Yeah. That's better. That is better. Right. Let's wrap it up on the Raven Castle loop. But you know what? It's turned out to be a good one. It's turned out to be a very good one. So I think I'm going to call that a day. I've still got this track to walk right directly in front of you where that rock is, but there's where we started basically. Bowland knots. We touched the trig over there, if you can see it. There we go. And loop more or less complete. Then went over to Raven Castle. Then I seen the adder, and we dropped down the road section, and we've just come back up this section. And this section's been hit and miss all the way around. The path would turn up, then it'd disappear again, it'd turn up again, and then disappear again. And it's just sort of like being, you know, pin the donkey all the way up that section there. But we're up now, and yeah, it was a bit of a slog getting up that bit. Definitely felt it. You can see the elevation of these hills around, and if you think that's where we were, and that's where we went up to, so we were up there, and that's where Raven Castle and that is. It's a nice loop. Just a bit of downside, like you say, with them. Oh, is that the road over there? Yeah, it must be. Just seen something fly up it. Just a bit of downside with the path disappearing, but apart from that, yeah, it's turned out to be an alright walk, and I'm glad I did it. And it's one ticked off the list, one for the bank, one for the memory card, definitely. Anyway, thanks for joining us. You know, I am sorry if some parts of the video are echoey, and as long as you can still sort of understand what I'm talking about. But the main thing is, get out, hit them miles, hit them smiles, and most of all, keep on smashing it, guys. Peace, love as always, and hopefully see you on the next vid.